Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Night Live. Sorry, I'm a little bit late getting on. Forgot to turn my phone on that I use for live. So let me just find myself. Here we go. Put that on mute so I can see when people come on. That is not what I want. Why is the video not showing up now? There it is. Alrighty. So today we're going to make the triple step card, and this is what it would look like from the front, but sitting down it sits on your table like so it has that kind of a look. It's one of Lisa Curcio's, and I've just popped some little cuties from the what's that called, Festive and Fun stamp set, using and I forgot the name of that paper too, wintry something, Christmas DSP that's in the mini catalogue. So hi Lisa. So I thought it would be a quite nice way to use up some DSP that's retiring in a few weeks' time. Okay, so let's get started with, let me just get my trimmer, which I did get. There it is. I had a class today, so all my bits are all over the place from that. So we've got a piece of card that is, this is one, once you get started on this, it's actually quite quick. So we've got a piece of card that is 11 by 5 3/4. And we're just going to do some scoring. The first mark we're going to do is at 3 inches, and we're just going to score all the way across, and then 6, and then 7.5. And I actually wrote these on the measurements, so they're online if you want to give it a go and you're missing if I'm going too quickly. And then 9. Hi, Alison. And then 10. Alright, so that is all of our scoring. So we've got some score marks here that we're just gonna burnish there so that they're nice and crisp. I'm just going to go all down one way, and then reverse and come back the other way, so that I like to do my burnish my score marks both directions, so that it just reinforces that that fold, so it doesn't really matter which direction you end up using the fold for or score for. Oh, you're so good, Lisa, doing that for your class. I'm sure they appreciate it. I did see your little elf set that you started, or that you were going to start today. It's very cute. Very lucky children. Alright, so I'm using another piece of DSP that is from the same pack, and I've just gone for these little they're like watercolour trees really, with snowy mountains. We don't have snow in New Zealand obviously, but I felt like it was quite a cute one, and I wanted to, Lost Lagoon is not one that I use very often, so I kind of wanted to use that a bit. So alright, so if you didn't want to have trees, you could use this side and just make it whatever design you want. So this is like concrete. So this one here is 7/8 of an inch. So it's no 2 little marks on your trimmer before 1 inch. And let me have a look and I'll see what that is in centimetres. 7/8 is 2.2 centimetres, and then I've done it 1/2 an inch shorter. All right, so we're going to pop the narrowest one. They're just not at Christmas. Oh, yeah, that's true. That is very true. All right, so then the next piece, so we're going to skip one of the panels, and then we're going to the next wider panel, and that's going to be our piece here, which is 1 3/8. So that's 2 little marks after the half. No, after the quarter, sorry. Hi, Andrea. And then the last one is 2 3/4. So this goes, we're going to skip that panel and then we're going to pop it in here, right? So 2 3/4 by 5.5. All of them are by 5.5. Now I just can't see my score marks very well. So, oh, my lights are off, that's why. Wondered why it was dark. Is it better? Hopefully that's better. I can see it better, so hopefully you can. All right, so that is our base. We've got a piece here which is going to go on the back here. All right, so I'm going to just stamp. What would that look like? Too big. Can't write anything on there. I'm going to go with Happy Christmas Wishes. And I'm going to use Lost Lagoon. Now, I hope you're watching from the kitchen then, Andrea, because that would be something that I would do. I don't mind doing that, but I would forget about it if I was doing something like this. All right, Happy Christmas Wishes. I've left my chamois over the other side. So now, just to confuse you, this is going to go in. If you're keeping it flat, like one panel like this, it's going to go on what looks like upside down, because when you open it, it's going to be there. So you want it to be the right way. So because I'm putting all my pieces on flat, so you can see where they go, that's going to go in there, and essentially it looks upside down, but it's not. Oh, good. Okay, so then we're going to, those two pieces are going to fold together, mountain fold. Then we've got a valley fold, concertina it, mountain fold, valley fold, mountain fold. All right, so that is essentially our card. Super easy, super effective. You could have it just like that and not have anything else. Stabbing the spuds periodically. What are you having for dinner? We're having roast chicken. I'm so looking forward to that. All right, so the next part is you have, now I'm going to, oh yum, fresh broccoli is good. On the instructions that I used for this, she actually matted it with a white backing, but I didn't think I needed it because, but it's a good way to use your scraps. This was not quite a whole piece of 6x6 DSP. So there was a little bit left over. All right. So if you wanted to, you could put a little accent on the bottom there or something like that. The next part is that you have essentially three squares, 3x3, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, 2.5 by 2.5. I'm not a fan of peas, but fresh peas out of the garden are pretty good. Okay, so then we've gone down 1/2 inch. So let's start at this one. 3 by 3, and then we go 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. All right. Next one is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, matting 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. Now I'm talking inches rather than centimeters, obviously. And then 2 1/2 by 2 1/2, and then matting is 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. All right. So this goes at the back, this is on the middle, and this is at the front. How you decorate that and do that is entirely up to you. But what I'm thinking is I'm going to use this little cup. Is it going to fit? No, it's not. So I might have to put the cup of cheer at the back. So planning it out is really helpful. Let's put some stars on there. Maybe. I want a greeting. Do I want a greeting? So on this one, I put, may your season be one that's festive and fun. So let's use that again. Or I've got a little something for you with lots of love from me. Oh yeah, no, I'm not. Beans I will eat if they are fresh green beans, steamed really quickly, so it's a little bit crunchy, with some butter over them. Sometime I'll eat beans. All right, so I went through and put people's names on the prize wheel today, and I could only find 2, and that was Karen and Andrea. So please do let me know if I've missed someone, and I will add you to. Oh, I haven't had raw beans. I will add you to that list. Right, I think I'll use, no, I'm going to stick with Lost Lagoon. The card that I had before had the blue in it, so I pulled that out as my accent colour. So we're going to use Lost Lagoon. We've got some paper here. Now, it's going on as a diamond. All right, so we want to make sure, the dog's having a crazy moment. We want to make sure that when we stamp it, it's going to make sense in a diamond shape. So I'm going to put this in the center, like so. And then I'll put that over there as well, so that I and this. Just something around the edge just to give it a little bit of pizzazz. And then that is going to get glued onto that. Alright, so let's glue that on. And I made the mistake of starting with the biggest one first, and then it didn't work. I thought, oh, I'll line that up so it's like at the top, and then realised that my other ones aren't going to have these that line up. Excuse me, because, so this one is going to go here. I actually thought I might stagger them too, so I'll see how that looks on there. This one, what should we put on here? Will that fit? I wonder if this will fit. And I just want the presents. So if I put a post-it note, we're having a bit of trouble with our garden at the moment because the dog keeps eating everything out of it. So normally it would have vegetables and stuff in there growing, and he's not doing it this summer, which is really annoying because tomatoes and lettuce and stuff, great from the garden. because the dog keeps destroying the garden. So let's see. Is that going to fit? Yep. Oh, I'm happy with that. And I might just what colours do I want to use? I want to use red. Those are some bright colours that I've got there. I'm just using the light ones. Puppy fence. Yeah, we did that. He jumped over it. So Matt's just put a new fence higher. Hopefully, we've been told that he might grow out of it in 6 months' time, so hopefully. It's when he's bored. When no one's paying him attention. You know. Which is a little bit annoying, but also life, isn't it? And that's something we got the puppy. We're just going to have to deal. Okay, so I'm using blends to colour this in, which are our alcohol markers. So I don't know if any of you have used them or seen them. There's quite a range of colours. I don't have all of the colours. And they come in a pack of 2. Watch out, Andrea. You'll have to do more. He'll get you to do more. I'm just trying to think what colour without being too out there. Pool party. I'm just gonna go over there like that. Maybe that can be our colourway. Is blue. I'm just going to pretend those hands aren't there and go over it. And let's have the green here. Little green bird. Oh, okay. We've done that for where we want him to go to the toilet. But, yeah, he likes Matt's bromeliads. So he's a little bit worried about putting actual vegetables because he actually likes vegetables. So, what are you doing?
Putting rocks that you ripped apart back together so I can put my herbs back in it.
Oh, sorry. Okay. All right. So that one there can go on here. Like that. So that's our second layer. So as you can see, the longest part of this is actually the stamping. Now it's getting annoying because I don't have my scrub. I have to use a bigger block on my chamois. Alright, I'm going to go sideways. If some of my holly goes off, it's not going to matter. Over there, how are we going for time? Put that away. Let's use a similar colour combination. Did I use? No, I didn't. I'm not sure about candy cane filling it red. So let me just... Curly here. Red. Oops. Has anyone got blends that they use? They are, if you like colouring in, they're great for that, because as you'll see in a minute, they don't go all streaky when you colour over part of where you've been again, the same as our watered ones do, or our standard ink ones. You can't refill these though, which is the downside. You've just got to be really careful with the tips of these brush tips as well, because they can get oh yes, you might have the if you don't have the blends, Alison, you might have the blendables, which were so dark, the ones before these. But you might have some of these. I can't remember actually. But if you've got any. Okay, now these are marshmallows, but this is hot chocolate. So around the edges are going to be, you've sucked up some chocolate. And then we have this little magic thing here. Oh, yeah. We have this little magic thing here, which if you rub over, it softens it a bit. So it just takes away the harshness of the colour that you've used. And so then it looks like it's more like chocolate that has been. Right, I'm just going to use the darker one to do my chocolate chips here. So you can use them for colouring the same as what you would use the other ones, or you can use them for doing lots of blending and shading. Let's do this little bit of holly up here. This stamp set is being retired, so if it's something that you think you might like, I'd suggest you get in sooner rather than later. If you do miss out, I will be selling mine, so get in touch with me in January if that's something that you're interested in. I'm quite stoked actually. Only 2 of my sets that I've purchased are actually retiring. I only bought 4, but I'm stoked that I don't have too much that's retiring. I do need to get something to store these in better though, because just putting them in their plastic bags all the time isn't really a great way of using them. Okay. Maybe I'll put some stars around here. We made a cute little shaker card today using the what were they? The holly and music notes, and had like little red gems in it too. Maybe I'll do that one. Now that I've mounted it, that's going to be really painful. Whoops, wrong way. I'm just getting the edge of this, just to add a bit of, so it's not so harsh on the. Please show us. Sure, I will show us. I will show you. It evolved into a shaky card, I have to admit. It wasn't one that I intentionally started, like as a shaky card when I was doing it for the class, but as I was doing it, I thought, ooh, that would be a really cool shaker. Right, I'm quite pleased with that. All right, so caddy. Oh, yeah. Actually, that's a good idea, Lisa. Thank you. Just have to find shelf space in my cupboards for it. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start mine there. And I'll put that there. And then that one can go about there, I think. Maybe a little bit over there. So I'm going to do it like that, so that actually you can see it a whole lot easier. So give me my block, hold that in place. So we're just going to pop a little bit of glue on the corner, because remember this is not very tall, and I've lined the corner of my diamond with the side of the card and then with the bottom of the card. All right, so it's going to line up there, and we're just going to hold that till it gets a bit tacky. And then let me open that up a bit. And then that one is going to go there. So I'm actually just, because I don't want to move it too much, I'm just putting glue down there. And I'm going to go up a bit higher. So I'm just going to pop that there so that it stays in the same position. And that one is going to have to come over a little bit there. So hold those two in place. And then I'm going to bring those two down. So that is going to go there. So if I pop some glue on, center that there on the edge and down on the fold, push and hold it, pop that down, and then I'm just going to hold that on there while it is getting tacky and sticking. Put my glue away. It's 8 o'clock. Thanks for sticking with. Do say hi if you're there. While that is, so this is our shaker card. So that, like that, it's got the little holly berries in it, and it's one of these cards that opens out like that, that we did a couple of weeks ago. But I just made the front panel. You could make the back one as well as a shaker, but I mean, I don't know, does it look half done? Or you could just put the red around it, but I quite liked that, like that. And then these others we've done before. We haven't done this one, I think, last Christmas or the year before. It's the bay window card with the polar bears. And then that's another one with a different polar bear DSP. So that was quite cute. And then I did this card, which we did, yes, you did see it on my, and then this one opened as a Christmas one, and we put designer series paper inside there. And these are out of the music shakers. And then this one I did in the blues and creams. Blue and vanilla and gold. So yeah, that was our class today. It was really nice just to chill and craft. Alright, so that should be dry now, enough to stand up and have a look at it. So that is it there. I'm going to hold it up this way so you can see what it would look like when you're looking at it. But it does kind of, it means you can see each of the steps a little bit better. If I move this one in, it's a bit harder to see the different levels because they're lined up in front of each other. Oh, thanks, Lisa. Yeah, so those are our stepper cards. They're easy to do. The decorating is the, and if you didn't have a lot of time, you could make some of these panels designer series paper and then just have one with your sentiment on it or one with a picture on it and then designer series paper. It's a great way to use up designer series paper. So we'll leave those there. My husband's shouting at the dog, so let's get to our wheel. Andrea and Karen, thank you very much for sharing your gorgeous cards. All right, good luck. Karen, yay, congratulations. That's 3 now, Karen. 3. Now my head is a little bit out of reports. I will be able to, I've got one more class to do, and then I will be able to focus and send out prizes. I've got yours to send, Andrea. I was just waiting to see if you were winning tonight or whether someone else was, so I'll send that off. I'm sending some other parcels, so I'll send that tomorrow. All right, well, I'm going to go. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much for participating and sharing your cards. Love to see them. So if you do make this card, please pop it on my page. I'll put a photo of these 2 up there, and if you want the scoring measurements without having to watch the video again through, it's on the list of materials within the original post. All right, I'm going to see you all later. I'll see you on Wednesday. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.